All right, guys, this is the writing of Eugene Debs. This one's called the Socialist Party. And this is chapter number 6, the Socialist Party. It's going to be kind of short. It's not going to be that long. All right, and what has been said of other parties, I have tried to show why they should not be supported by the common people, least of all by working men, and I think I have shown clearly enough that such workers as do support them are guilty, consciously or unconsciously, of treason to their class. They are voting into power the enemies of labor and are morally responsible for the crimes thus perpetrated upon their fellow workers, and sooner or later they will have to suffer the consequences of their miserable acts. I didn't really catch this the first time I read this, and I realized my mic wasn't working, so most of the stuff is already highlighted. So what has been said of the other parties, I've tried to show what they should not be supporting the common people of all the working men. I think I have shown clearly enough that such workers as do support them are guilty. I'm just stating the facts right here. Even the socialists are going to hold their own people to the stake. This is a scream for loyalty by the socialists. And if for anything to work, I think loyalty is important. Am I knocking it? I'm just highlighting it. It says right there that they have consequences for their miserable acts. But the only thing is, these people are the ones that are around you. They're the working people. Just want to work. They don't want to. They're not trying to. You want them to like be willing to die. You're trying to call them to die, right? For that cause. But like we're cool, bro. I'm poor, but at least I'm working. Like you know what I mean? And so, but this is it's interesting. So, the Socialist Party is not and does not pretend to be a capitalist party. It does not ask nor does it expect the votes of the capitalist class. Such capitalists as do support it do so seeing the approaching doom of the capitalist system with the full understanding that the Socialist Party is not a capitalist party nor a middle class party, but a revolutionary working class party whose historic mission it is to conquer capitalism on the political battlefield, take control of government, and through the public powers take possession of the means of wealth and production, abolish wage slavery, and emancipate all workers and all humanity. The people are as capable of achieving their industrial freedom as they were secure their political liberty. The people are as capable of achieving their industrial freedom as they were to secure their political liberty, and both are necessary to a free nation. The capitalist system is no longer adapted to the needs of modern society. It has outgrown and fetters the forces of progress. Industrial and commercial competition are largely of the past. The handwriting blazes on the wall. Centralization and combination are the modern forces in industrial and commercial life. Competition is breaking down and cooperation is supplanting it. The hand tools of early times are used no more. Mammoth machines have taken their place. A few thousand capitalists own them, and many millions of working men use them. All the wealth the vast army of labor produces above its subsistence is taken by the machine-owning capitalists, who also own the land and the mills, the factories, railroads and mines, the forests and fields, and all other means of transportation. Hence wealth and poverty, millionaires and beggars, castles and caves, luxury and squalor, painted parasites on the boulevard, and painted poverty among the red lights. Hence strikes, boycotts, riots, murder, suicide, insanity, prostitution on a fearful and increasing scale. The capitalist parties can do nothing. They are a part, and the capitalist parties can do nothing. They are a part, an iniquitous part of the foul and decaying system. There is no remedy for the ravages of death. Capitalism is dying, and its extremities are already decomposing. The blotches upon the surface show that the blood no longer circulates. The time is near when the cadaver will have to be removed and the atmosphere purified. In contrast with the Republican and Democratic conventions where politicians were the puppets of plutocrats, the convention of the Socialist Party consisted of working men and women fresh from the labors, strong, clean, wholesome, self-reliant, ready to do and dare for the cause of labor, the cause of humanity. Proud indeed am I to have been chosen by such a body of men and women to bear aloft the proletarian standard in this campaign, and heartily do I endorse the clear and cogent platform of the party which appeals with increasing force and eloquence to the whole working class of the country. To my associate upon the national ticket, I give my hand with all my heart. Ben Hanford typifies the working class and fitly represents the historic mission and revolutionary character of the Socialist Party. I'll just read his closing words as well. So it'll be like two parts in one. These are stirring days for living men. The day of crisis is drawing near, and socialists are exerting all their power to prepare the people for it. The old order of society can survive but little longer. Socialism is next in order. The swelling minority sounds warning of the impending change. Soon that minority will be the majority, and then will come the cooperative commonwealth. Every working man should rally to the standard of his class and hasten the full orb day of freedom. Every progressive Democrat must find his way in our direction, and if he will but free himself from prejudice and study the principles of socialism, he will soon be a sturdy supporter of our party. Every sympathizer with labor, every friend of justice, every lover of humanity should support the Socialist Party as the only party that is organized to abolish industrial slavery, the prolific source of the giant evils that afflict the people. Who, with a heart in his breast, can look upon Colorado without keenly feeling the cruelties and crimes of capitalism? Repression will not help her. Brutality will only brutalize her. Private ownership and wage slavery are the curse of Colorado. Only socialism will save Colorado and the nation. The overthrow of capitalism is the object of the Socialist Party. It will not fuse with any other party, and it would rather die than compromise. The Socialist Party comprehends the magnitude of its task and has a patience of preliminary defeat and the faith of ultimate victory. The working class must be emancipated by the working class. Women must be given her true place in society by the working class. Child labor must be abolished by the working class. Society must be reconstructed by the working class. The working class must be employed by the working class. The fruits of labor must be employed by the working class, or must be enjoyed by the working class. The fruits of labor must be enjoyed by the working class. War, bloody war, must be ended by the working class. These are the principles and the objects. These are the principles and objects of the Socialist Party, and we fearlessly proclaim them to our fellow men. We know our cause is just and that it must prevail. With faith and hope and courage, we hold our heads erect, and with dauntless spirit marshal the working class for the march from capitalism to socialism, from slavery to freedom, from barbarism to civilization.